What ITC is presenting today is a solution that uses mobile telephony to enable farmers to get visibility on the market. The idea, as you see here, this is the country representative for Kenya, different market resource centers, different farmers with their goods, posting their offer onto an interactive voice response system. And that goes to a market resource center who is sort of an extension office, and which then posts the offers on a normal blackboard as they do already today, and that makes the offers available for the village and the region around close by. And then these offers being seen by the buyers have the option to either buy directly from the market resource centers for a larger quantity of products, or purchase access to data from the farmers, meaning the phone number and name, and contact the farmers to actually make a business transaction together. Definitely it increases the transparency, but by increasing the transparency, it enables some farmers to actually trade their goods and make these goods available on the market, which then increases volumes. This has actually a great potential to boost the intra-regional trade, especially since the Kenya Agriculture Commodity Exchange wants to replicate this, and probably ITC will be there to support them to do this.
We're presenting a project called TradeLab. And the aim of the project is facilitate access to legal expertise in international trade and investment law. So what we're doing is we brought together this group of experts, and we are building an online software platform where anyone, and I'm talking about NGOs, small businesses, and others affected by trade and investment law, can come very easily and ask any questions that they have related to this field. The software routes these questions to these experts, and they provide guidance around these issues for free. So our goal is really to lower the barrier of access to this kind of expertise. I think this project is very complementary to what governments and the WTO themselves are doing. I mean, we are facilitating the access to the information that you need to comply with their rules. We want to make that process easy. We hope to enhance the way in which people interact with these rules and give them the access to the expertise that otherwise they wouldn't have.
You will be able to print any kind of object on a 3D printer. It can be like this kind of printer, something personally for at home. Then you have industrial 3D printer to print all different kind of objects. Can be watches, can be jewelry, can be technical pieces, etc., etc. For a small little tiny plastic that you cannot find anymore, you have to throw away the whole thing and buy a new one, the new generation, as they don't have the spare part anymore. With the digitalizing of all the pieces, you can take the number of your box, building box, plus the number of the piece you are missing, as you have a drawing, and you can download this piece and direct print it on your printer. So I think it's a main move. It's the same move that you had, let's say, 30 years ago between a typewriter and the computer. It will stimulate ideas.
The Global Innovation Index is a ranking of 142 countries that looks at a large range of indicators that measures innovation performance. So we try to do our best to assemble a large set of indicators that try to capture different aspects of the input that goes into innovation system and the output that comes out of that. The disaggregated picture really tells what are the particular strengths and weaknesses of countries in their innovation systems and where do they stand compared to other countries. Innovation is the one driving factor that explains why global patterns of trade change, and I think in order to understand why exports and imports increase in certain areas, it's important to know what is happening in countries' innovation systems.